You're watching the Bear Dice Club.
Welcome, everybody. We're missing a couple people.
Howdy! Oh, wait, I just realized I haven't turned my
Shane and
yet.
Thomas.
Do that.
Hey, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
I guess Silent Hill would be the easiest world to survive in because you just don't go to Silent Hill.
Well, like I said, Silent Hill is fine as long as you are secure in your own mental health.
If you've got good mental, you're fine.
You're like, man, I wake up and things are just pretty damn good, and I like myself, and I enjoy those around me. And Silent Hill's
As
like,
long as my
on,
dead
brother.
wife doesn't write me a letter, we're all good.
well,
Here's the thing, Shane. I'm depressed. Silent Hill would be a bad move for me.
yeah.
It would just be raining all the time. You'd be okay.
No, I want fog.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the reason he ends up in worse and worse things is because he's looking for someone.
He's also
Everyone else can leave.
He's also a fairly shit person.
Yeah, he's not great.
Which is why so many of the enemies are legs. I've been watching someone play Silent Hill 2's remake. If you get punched by one of those leg monsters, is it technically a kick?
I think all they can do is kick.
Right, yeah, but they don't have feet.
Yeah, but they got legs for arms. So is it a kick or a punch?
The stub.
We ask the big questions around here.
Yeah, we'll put it to a poll.
We're not afraid.
It's called a stumping because they're just smacking you with their stump.
You're getting stumped.
Curb stump.
Curbs. I like curb stumped.
Oh, no.
That's
oh no, he's giving me a stump job.
That's what a one-legged pirate does to you. He curb stumps you.
He curb stumps you.
So how we doing today, gentlemen?
That's what the Riddler does on the street.
No,
curb stumps you.
just walks up to you on the street and tells you a riddle. I don't know.
I don't know. Curb stumped. I'm sitting right on it. And then he leaves.
That's terrible. I love
that.
Never trust a guy in a green unitard with riddles all over his shirt.
True. Never trust that man.
Never trust him.
Never trust a guy named Edward Nigma. That guy's skirting the edge.
Edward Newgate?
Okay.
This is real.
Any hoozles.
We missed last week, right? I believe.
We didn't play last week, unfortunately.
Okay.
I was busy with stuff.
Still cooking.
By stuff, I mean I had not. I was still working on getting stuff ready for today times. But we are here now, and that is all that matters.
Here we are again as a group.
Yes. Who remembers what happened last time?
I'm too concentrated on what's going on this time.
There was a lot of setup. We were chatting it up with the leaders of the city and trying to get plans.
Yes, that was some stuff that we did.
Yeah.
But
we had plans to come up with like questions to ask.
That's
the deity,
right. You know what?
Like
I think you guys had actually posted some of those
stuff too.
So you know what? Why don't we
question.
go ahead and take care of some of those right now? Because I think they are in the chat. I meant to get to those, but I spent most of my time doing prep stuff.
Sure, that's fine.
I put in a lot of prep
Dungeons
work
and Dragons
for all of
algebra.
this. Algebra.
We should ask the
Dungeons and
gods how
Dragons
good at
calculus.
math they are. Is there a math god in Pathfinder?
No, but there is a rap god.
There is
math
There's a money god. I guess he
Is
does.
it Eminem?
Yes, Eminem is canonically the rap god.
Abadar.
in my setting.
You show up. He's like,
that's how he casts spells. If you're a cleric of the rap god,
he
you have to
rapid
cast
fires.
spell. Anything
He
with
has
only
unlimited
verbal,
slots.
anything with
it's-
only verbal components, you can do as a free action.
Oh God.
Damn. And he can do it. And he's rapid
'Cause
firing
it's
him.
that fast. It sounds stupid, and I love it. Like, I want to play that character now.
Rap cleric, yeah.
The rap
sounds
cleric.
great.
I can't rap.
Okay.
Now I'm just picturing the dean in his pink costume.
All right. So some of the questions I have to look up real quick how commune works.
It is 24 plus 35. That's what Knox asks.
We're not a cult. We're a commune
So what
of like-minded
we-
individuals.
We're an autonomous
before we-
collective.
We did the divinations
We're looking for the
question. I'll pull up the what you gave us
Listen,
for that.
supreme executive power.
Yes.
Trust
So you
your
asked the
mandate from the
question.
masses.
So the question was, how can we remove Silrin from the tree to stop the ritual without killing him? So I did write a little something in our chat that kind of went over this. So I'll just read sort of what I narrated there. As Habhab casts the spell, you see him concentrating on the stein. His gaze transfixed. His face moves ever closer to the liquid inside. As he draws almost to touching the rim of the cup, his head suddenly snaps backwards. It looks as though he's looking towards the sky, save for the fact that his eyes are completely rolled back in his head. The whites shining with the faintest glow of arcane power. After a long and seemingly painful moment of his body contorted farther back than it looks like it has, than it was rightly meant to do, Habs begins to chant a short phrase. If what lies inside is what thou seek, simple release will set it free. Let bark spill sap or veins spill blood, and you shall have that which thou want.
Doesn't even rhyme.
You know.
I love the fact that it's like
What about this one?
Habs his eyes is like rolls backwards, but no one's concerned because his eyes are free ball joints.
No.
He does it for fun.
Well, it's interesting to me because divination is a prohibited school of his, and divination's all about truth, obtaining truth in different ways. In so many, in kind of a short look at it, and then illusion is all about different falsehoods that you can create to the different senses. So
That
like
actually
diametrically,
makes a lot of sense, yeah.
I like that.
they're
yeah.
diametrically opposed. I always thought that was kind of a cool way to think about it.
Habs has a loose relationship with the truth.
At times.
He's probably
But
the most
after
honest
that, you
person
posted
we've
some
ever met.
other questions.
The map is
Honestly,
being weird.
He's so roundabout honest, though. That's the thing about Habs. It's the thing
So
that
these
I
are
love.
just yes, no, correct?
Yes, no, only. Yep.
Okay.
So you asked, will removing Sylvan from the tree kill him? For that question, you get a no. Can Dimension Door remove Silverin from the tree, assuming he is willing? For that question, you also get a no. Can Transport via plants remove Sylvan from the tree? For that question, you also get a no.
Okay. We
Is
have
the
to get
spell ritual to
creative.
turn people into trees going to take longer than 5 minutes? For that one, you get a yes. And can we remove the gems from the cube? For that one, I have commune pulled up, I believe. You get an unclear.
Okay.
What kind of magic 8-ball is this shit? Don't count on it! Bah!
Who are these spoopy people?
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4,
Peter.
5.
Stanislav.
Why can I not see anything? Do I have not?
Can they only be yes or no questions?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
We have 3 more of those, or 2
Yes.
now that Staw's asked.
No,
Just talking like, can they only
Sorry.
be yes no questions? The answer yes.
Fuck.
2 left.
Well, burning. What can we? What do we ask it? How we destroy the tree, maybe, right? Like, but asking it in a way that's a yes or no. All right. I work at sales. I only know open-ended questions.
Yeah, never
That's
let
good,
them say
though.
no.
Only yes ands.
Because they asked, like, is it possible for us to destroy the tree?
Yes.
I mean, yes, but that doesn't really help us. Like,
I mean, we
it
got that
possible?
from. We got
It's
that
possible
from
to kill a
the-
Trask.
We get
It's just
that,
very
we get,
difficult.
Yeah, I mean, we get
Specifically
that
us.
answer from the divination one that Habs did, because it said, you know, let sap spill, or let bark spill sap, let veins spill blood, so the tree can be defeated, and let silver out, sort of thing. We can either break the tree or kill Lyndon.
Yeah.
what about if we ask if it, like, if fire will help or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah.
something will help us destroy it fast within a reasonable amount of time. I don't know. I don't know how you ask these where it would interpret things correctly. And
Just, will fire help? Yes. One
So
question
here's the
remaining.
thing: is this is your cat that's using this, right?
Yes.
Do all of these questions need to be asked at the same time? Is this like a spell that has like a certain duration, or can he save these questions for later?
It has a duration, I'm quite sure. Pathfinder.
Okay.
It's like once a week. Commune. The cast, I did it last 10. The casting time's 10 minutes.
Oh, it's 1 round per level, so yes.
1 round per level, so immediately, yep.
going to the strip club help.
Ooh, could we ask it?
Is your
Well-
guys' map being all weird too? Like I can't get rid of the black.
Oh, that's
I wouldn't worry about that.
yeah.
It's probably just the map because he imported
go
it
outside.
in from something.
Hiding. Yeah.
We could
Lighting
ask.
effects.
Will Lyndon's wizard tower enter the real world?
Well, now it's working. What the
at
hell?
the at
Maybe
the
it's 'cause I'm
point
controlling
where
it?
it is. Yeah, like we could try to give it a yes or no to see
Now
if we
it's
can
not
figure out
working.
where it's gonna like enter the material plane.
Yeah, I suppose.
Am I
mean,
logged
it'd
into
be
the
in
wrong?
castle, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but we don't actually know where that wizard's tower is gonna spawn into the real world, do we?
Yes.
It's
Is
kind
that
of a
yes,
fun
is that yes we
question.
know or yes we don't know?
Yes, you know.
Oh.
Yes, we
The
do.
throne
yeah.
room, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of where we've been going.
Now it's not working anymore.
So you know that it is going to spawn. Essentially, the central courtyard of the castle is was once where the tower was. So
Oh.
yeah, they
Okay.
left the tower.
He's gonna need like the green area, right? To do stuff.
Oh man, can we open up the LFG menu for the dungeon and see if anyone else can help us out?
You guys already did the LFG. You found a group.
I think for the last question,
Well, you
we
got
kind of asked
3 more,
to-
I think.
We got 3.
Okay.
Or wait,
3
did you ask some questions and I wasn't paying attention?
I think Thomas
because
probably
you would have
had
had
a
to
good
answer
idea.
us.
No, the idea was shut
Oh, the-
down because we knew where it was going to come from.
Oh, that one. Okay. I don't know.
What about time?
We did time.
they
It'll
know
take
that?
longer than 5 minutes. Oh, we could ask them
But-
to just like make the time longer. Heck, will the casting of the spell take longer than 10? Just like kind of like Price is Right. Heck, they just get a range.
Take less.
Oh, what I'm saying, not how long the spell will take, but like when it will take place? Do we know an exact time?
We know no. We just know a range. We can't. It's hard to get an exact time with. Yes
Yeah,
or
because
no.
I guess the deity wouldn't know either. Yeah.
The deity probably won't even know. Yeah, it would probably just get unclear.
Even if it's just night or day, you know what I mean?
Well, it'd be nice. I suppose knowing if it's night or day when it comes back, that could be helpful.
I don't know. Is Lyndon a treacherous fuck? Wait, we already know the answer to that question.
So,
I don't know.
so technically we're
spend too much time
spawn
on
camping, right? We're waiting for.
How about we
really
ask for
different
information that we could use to bluff with, like, what color is Lyndon's underwear?
If you can figure that out with yes or
Unclear.
no questions.
Is Lyndon's underwear blue? No.
I think
Is
we
it
start
a
with
cool
white.
or warm color.
I think we start with whitey tighties. And
Well, because then you could be like, hey, Lyndon, if I can guess the color of your underwear right now.
What kind of fucking Hobbit shit is this? What's in my pocket ass game?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we got some good information though, like really good information. We know Dimension Door is not even worth pursuing.
Okay.
Nor is the
Save
tree
some
thing.
time.
Yes, that will save us some time. Very precious seconds because we're not
Oh,
gonna
wait.
have a lot of time to get him out of there.
Do we know if Shape Wood can get him out of there? We asked travel via plants, but how about Shape Wood?
Ooh, that's a really
Good
good one. Okay, let's do that one. Will shape wood.
Get Silverin out of the tree.
Get Silverin out of the tree.
What if we figure out the exact spot he spawns back in? We put a giant hole there.
the tower falls. All right, cool. Get digging, Soul. Knox.
No, we get Dimitri to use his lyre of building.
Dimitri's
And-
off on a beach somewhere enjoying his life.
And we cement him in a box of what's
no, we're not doing Naruto shit.
No, like what's the stuff at the bottom of the world in Minecraft?
Oh, Bedrock.
Bedrock.
We we box him in Bedrock. He can't go anywhere.
He's also got.
Also,
casting a
you
spell.
get a yes to your question.
Ooh,
There we go.
Chick wouldn't get him out of the tree. That's handy.
Spicy.
Only druids can fight druids.
You guys ever see the original like open world Minecraft PvP servers?
Yeah, they're awful. They're
Oh my
devastation for as far as I can see. It's terrifying.
It's like you go in there and it's like
I can
people would
imagine.
use like cheats and stuff. Literally, people would like box people in. They'd just keep killing someone and griefing them, and then the person would
Box their
leave,
bed
and then
with
they would just
Bedrock.
box the spawn in with Bedrock. And then like
How did they even get Bedrock up?
Cheats.
They
because-
cheated.
Cheats and
they're
exploits.
cheating. They're just cheating. It was free for all. And then it was like for like hundreds of miles the land is just like devastated. It's just Bedrock and just like random shit, and it's just awful. There's like nothing. It's just completely devastated. Then like there's people who are like millions of blocks out just so they can avoid people, and
Yep,
even then
million-
sometimes you find a house and it's just covered in Bedrock and you're like, okay.
I think it's servers like that that gave birth to the void bases.
I have no idea what half the words you
Ender bases, yeah.
There's an exploit where you can break bedrock and you can get under the bedrock and you can tether a boat, and then you can like put a chest and something like that. You can like get down to it, and it's a void base.
All right, we have like one question left then.
I believe
Two.
so, yes.
I think Bernie would like to take this one alone,
Okay.
just because like,
42.
it's you know, being Paladin Sarah Royce is really my only chance to ask her, but kind of personal. I'd actually really like it.
Yeah, but what if I
I
have
asked this one
questions?
Knox, let him have this.
I'm just fucking with him.
Is it just him and Alabaster in the room then, I guess?
Okay.
I'm just picturing Bernie like doing commune with Saren Ray. He just goes, Saren Ray, what the fuck? And she
No,
just says
he's
back,
asking.
"Yes."
He's asking the cat to do it for him. He does not have the magical proficiency for this kind of thing.
Are you asking if he's a good boy? Is Bernie good boy?
What the fuck?
Yes.
Yes.
Unclear.
Yes. I'm gonna check what languages I know. I don't even remember.
Unclear.
Saren Ray, why do you give me your hardest battles? I don't. You literally just have to fold the laundry.
Show me. Show me how to divide by 0.
He mutters, like, this is the one language that Alabaster had taught him. It's a Celestial. He mutters in Celestial to Alabaster, just because he didn't want anyone over here.
Someone who would.
I think Aewen knows that one.
She does not.
He doesn't know if Pooh does. It is a better shot, though. But he asks, did you choose
she
me
does
for
know
this
that.
task? Because I would be able to do what the others wouldn't.
I am Iron Man.
You know what you mean by that?
I think. You know what? I want you to do me a favor as you do this. Just go ahead and roll me a flat D20.
Okay.
You can't roll something that's flat, Shane.
Okay.
Why did Sem roll?
Have you never rolled a coin?
Okay.
That's a fair point. So actually,
And
Ouch.
Okay. So you kind of like whisper this question into Alabaster's ear, and he kind of looks at you, and then you see his expression go blank, and while you know that the answers to this are supposed to be yes or no, you get a question, or you get an answer that's a little bit longer than that.
Oh.
Well, aren't you special? That's a good sign. I think that's probably. Well, we don't know, right? I don't think the rest of us know.
I mean, he's at least trying to please Saren, right? Because that's his deity, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
at the very least, that's a
Perfect.
good sign. That she would speak
Yeah.
back. At least in
Oh,
that
you said
aspect.
message.
Yeah.
I wonder if Aewen is being as sneaky as she thinks she is.
Is Aewen trying to sneak over?
She's trying to eavesdrop because she heard Celestial and she's like, I know that sound.
Yeah, I figured he wouldn't be making it easy on me.
And after that, the
I get it,
spell ends. Alabaster kind of. Well,
I hated when you
I feel like I've contributed. I hope you won't mind if I just stay back at the house.
Well, you know, if I'm swinging swords and shit, you know, it'd be kind of nice to have you to be patching up these
Yes,
yahoos.
I figured you'd say as much.
What? Stop.
So, you guys had planned on getting the people of Monster Town to safety. So, as you guys are doing this later in the day, the champ comes to meet you guys, and he's like, "All right, I think we're ready. One thing I wanted to ask: you fine people."
Yes, we have a
to
gym.
Our mutual friend in the with the he's the one. It's Prescott. I was trying to be clever, but I not. You know who it is. Yeah, I was hoping people might be nervous if Monster Town goes quiet all of a sudden. So we were thinking we could get some of the thieves guild and possibly all of you to kind of hang out. Maybe make some noise. Champ has no trouble getting people to make noise.
Don't we kind of need to be
So
ready
people
for the
don't get
tower?
suspicious. If people get suspicious, could cause problems for what we're trying to do.
Can they see over the barricades? So can inner rings see over the second ring? Can they see over to the Monster Town ring?
No, far too far.
So we need sound, at least sound. Habs has magic. He could create a lot of sound with.
Well, the way I
major
figure
image.
it,
Oh, Knox, go
we
get
got
your
a big
boombox.
battle coming up. And if you got a big battle coming up, there's only one thing to do, brother. We're gonna party.
Oh, very
I could
well.
dig that. My deity is Caden Kylian, so I would do.
So he's like, "What do you say?"
All right, let's get it going. I got the scrying out. Knox
Mi
probably has
casa
something.
es you are also casa.
On one condition,
Yeah,
I get one of those cool masks.
we'll see what we can do.
Nice.
Oh, like a luchador mask, or like the one guard has.
Yeah, the
Guard?
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys head out into Monster Town.
Aewen likes to collect little things.
When you get there, you guys see that most of the people are kind of like nervously sort of standing around. A lot of them are sort of the ring itself has actually been torn down, and it looks almost like there is a match going with how many people are actually gathered within sort of the town's sort of like the center square there. Just people packed in. You see people carrying like bindles and bags and other things, having grabbed much of what they can as far as just, you know, personal belongings and whatever valuables they can carry with them. As you guys come up, you are greeted by by the crowd, and they're like, "Hey, people wanted to say thanks for helping us out. That's not something we get a lot down here in Monster Town, but you, wonderful people, have been kind enough to get to volunteer your time and effort in our time of need." And so you guys, as you're making your way towards the wall and sort of like getting prepared to get everything started as far as, you know, casting the spell and everything goes. I'm sure Habhab is kind of getting everything set up, and the rest of you guys are sort of visited by some of the denizens of Monster
Lang?
Town. Some of the
Not that
denizens
fuck.
of Monster Town.
Not
Yeah.
Not again.
I'd say, Knox, you have sort of like a gaggle of goblins come up to you, and they're like, "We got this from our special stash. Hopefully you can help." They hand over a few bottles of Alchemist's Fire and 2 force bombs.
Ooh.
We got good boom for you. We blew up the mansion with.
Yes.
Fuck yes.
But
Like
the
they're
mansion got
essentially
blown
just
up?
pipe bombs.
The mansion got blown up. Did I hear that right? Did I
Ages
miss
ago.
that?
It was a different.
Yeah, this
mansion
is a
ages
long
ago.
time ago.
Different mansion, not
So
ours.
yeah,
Different mansion.
they essentially hand you 3 Molotov
Assholes
cocktails and 2
mansion.
pipe bombs.
Yeah.
You deserved
Goblins
it.
are like, we like it when things go boom.
Not exactly the quietest thing, but okay.
Hey, distractions are a thing.
And so, when something goes boom, it's fun to watch, you know?
Yes.
Nah, you wouldn't know though, because real badasses don't look at explosions.
Never seen one. But I've
He
heard.
likes the sound of them. He loves the sound of big.
They sound great.
He
Sounds
lives
great.
for it. Just too cool to look at them.
That's not true. I've had many of explosions directly in my face.
It's true. He's,
From party members.
He picked
I
up
believe.
smoking because he kept getting fireball blown up in his face.
All right, so force bomb.
Yes. Sam, you actually have a hag come visit you.
Orc.
And she hands you.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
I brewed up something here, to help you guys along your way. It's not much, but I hope this will help. She hands you 3 potions of cure moderate wounds and a mushroom.
A mushy.
Yes.
Don't eat that one yet. It's real potent.
4 Deceps.
Let it dry
Makes-
first.
Makes them big, like
Don't have a
Alice
plan
in
for the next
Wonderland or
3
something.
days.
Or what is it? Super Mario? There was a mushroom in that one. Yeah, it's Super Mario. What am I thinking of?
Which
level-
mushroom are you thinking of, Nathan?
There's the one
What?
that makes you large. I don't know. I
Oh,
suck
okay.
at Mario games, but
The
it'd be hilarious
the
to see
super
like a
mushroom?
gargantuan-sized Sam just
enlarged
know-
person mushroom. Oh man, that's great.
This isn't, dude, where's my car?
So a force bomb is technically a class feature.
So yes, the mushroom is it has it's just a mushroom with orange spots all over
intriguing.
Don't have a plan
for the next, like, 2 days.
What is it?
28 on
it. You can roll me an alchemy check to try and identify it.
Not knowledge nature?
You could do knowledge nature. It is an alchemical item, so an alchemy check would probably be.
You can identify the base mushroom used in this alchemical thing.
Yes.
Add an alchemical.
It
item.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter,
Same
28.
number.
All right.
Do you have any sort of? Oh, did you roll that? Sorry.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
at
craft
28.
alchemy. rolled a
Craft
28.
alchemy 28. Oh, right. Oh, you got 28 on both of them. So you actually do know what this is. You know that this is a fairy cap.
Oh.
What is this? A hat for ants?
This fairy cap.
I got your reference, Thomas.
You
you,
can
Nathan.
eat this, and it functions the same as an enlarged person.
It is a super mushroom.
It is a super mushroom. Now, what I will tell you is that there's an important distinction with this.
You don't go back.
With this mushroom in that
There's mushy boy.
it functions like enlarged person. It is not actually a casting of enlarged person.
Does that mean polymorphs would get, like what Sem does, would be enlarged?
It does mean that you can use it on animals.
Oh, cool.
Turn into the biggest thing you know. And then
So
eat the
become
mushroom.
a big old dinosaur, and then you can be a bigger dinosaur.
Like he's evolving, like he eats the rare candy or something.
Yeah, but at a certain point, your AC goes down because you're so big.
That is true, yes.
You have 2 heal bots on your team. Well, 3. I guess if you count Mrohy. You can do that. He won't be doing much healing, I imagine.
Who's the other heal bot?
Oh, you have both Bernie and
And
Alabaster.
Cato.
That counts as 2.
Did you hear Saw what he said earlier, Shane?
No, I'm sorry, what did you say?
Force bomb is technically a class feature.
Force bomb isn't an item, so I don't know how I'm supposed to. It's an alchemist feat.
Yeah, but an alchemist can give you the force bomb, right?
That's what I was.
Oh, maybe this is a different. Oh, maybe that's not what it was called.
The Beta Force? Is that what you're thinking? They're kind of. Let me see here.
I've always preferred horse bombs, but they get real messy. They're hard to clean up.
There's Beta Force. That's 5d6 of force. Maybe that's what you were thinking.
There's a lot of d6s of force.
Quite a bit of force, yeah.
Oh man.
Awful.
Well, this does a lot of other things though too. Well, this particular instance, the Pathfinder instance, has a lot more functionality than the D&D version of this.
Yes. So let me see here.
Uber Force.
Well, let me be clear.
Force
I'm pretty
caster.
I'm pretty sure an alchemist can make an item, like make these little bombs or whatever, and give them to someone to use, but like they don't last like the whole day. Like at the end of the day, they just, the ingredients aren't stable. Let me check the specific wording. In so many words, I think that's how they can work. Let's see here. So bombs are unstable. Oh, and if not used in the round they are created, they degrade. Wow. So the half-life is less than 6 seconds. So
That's kind of
Yes.
crazy.
The crazy thing is that I am certain this was a thing that I handed out to you guys when we first started. I know that they do have alchemical bomb items.
Uh-huh.
Alchemacle.
Probably something.
I could make those mushrooms.
Technically you can, yes.
I could make mushrooms.
Why the hell have I not been doing that?
You're
Well, I
asking
mean,
us?
it's a little bit late now.
We don't get a lot of damage.
You know what? Remind me, and I will find this later. I know that it's listed somewhere. I think it's on Archives of Nethys somewhere.
Okay.
I'll just put force bomb in my inventory. Like, I'll just like make an item and just call it force bomb. You said I have 2.
Yes.
And you know that it does. It
No,
does force damage.
yeah, 2,
right?
yes. Yes, it does do force damage.
Okay. I'll
And
try to
3
look while
alchemist fires, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Boom. 2 force bombs. I just put them in there.
Any hoozles.
And then in the middle of a combat, I'm gonna be like, "Hey Shane, what did we decide on these force bombs?" And you'd be like, "We never did." And then we're gonna sit there and talk about it.
Yes, that does sound like fun.
And then we're just gonna assume some things, and it'll be fine.
Yes. So someone hands you. You find some orcs come up to you, Aewen. They were charmed by you. They hand you some very
Old cheese.
not as much, no.
What do we do with the cheese? I mean, thanks, but shit.
They hand you a pack, like a small quiver of
Arrows.
yeah, a small quiver of arrows. That looks sort of like roughly hewn. That look like they were sort of like handmade arrows. And you get a pack of 20 arrows. You get 10 thistle arrows.
Nice. Oh, could always use more of those.
No, you already had some of those, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right. And you also get a pack of slow burn arrows. So they're essentially just like coated in pitch with.
I was also running very low on those, so these orcs were very thoughtful. Aewen thanks them profusely. She goes, "Oh, that's perfect. I was just running low on these. Oh, you guys are great." She gives them a hug.
They're like, yeah, you very, very nice. We use these when we're hunting sometimes, and you thought maybe you liked them, but you do like them, yeah?
Aewen's like peering down the shafts and looking at the airhead. She's like, "These are so well made. You guys did great. Thanks so much."
They're very embarrassed. And yeah, Bernie, they're like, we tried to find something for you, but nobody here knows your fancy lady god.
It's alright.
And we didn't know what to
Ray,
get.
aka Fancy Lady God.
I've only talked to her once myself, so
She has a lot of titles. It could be one. Could add it to the list.
And
I'm so fancy.
For you, Habhab, they one of the sort of like shamans comes up. It looks like he is possibly also a goblin shaman of some sort. And he's like, I've been saving this for a while. I hope that these will keep you safe on your travels. And he hands you 2 potions of shield.
I guess I could do an Arcana check or spellcraft to see if I identify right off the top of
here's the thing. You would be able to, like,
just-
I know Habhab
his
scores.
bonus.
You would be able to identify them pretty quick.
yeah.
True.
There's a picture of a shield on it, so
Yes. Unfortunately, Bernie, you haven't been here that long. You don't know either.
properly labeled.
That's okay.
I'm not trying to leave you out. It's just story-wise, I just don't. You've been here like the one time.
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't blame you. Like, it makes sense. I don't know if Bernie even fully 100% feels like he is a member of Team Bumblefuck quite yet. Like,
Is he
I don't know.
bumblefucky enough?
There's like the weight of El-Anon that's holding him back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
he's
like-
just kind of like, you guys saved him from the sewers, and so he's just like paying you guys back, and then he's gonna go on his way. You know, kind of that's his whole idea here. He doesn't think he'll be like, I don't know,
Yeah.
Bernie's great.
part of the group, but
Fish liquor. Fish liquor brings men together.
Fish liquor.
Yes. Yeah, it's sort of like drinking sake in One Piece.
he's
Once you
definitely
do it,
getting,
you're brothers.
I'd say he's definitely getting attached to you guys though. So
We're hillbilly brothers
after
now.
they
Yeah,
hand
right.
out some gifts. He's like, oh, all right, we ready? People
They
are
got
lined
Bernie
up.
and the-
They're ready to go. We got to get this party moving.
We brought some. We would have brought some casks, or at least Habs would be in favor of bringing some casks from our select reserve. It might be maybe Knox or Sem or others are
Yeah.
not wanting to, but
Yep, they're
That would
just
be-
waiting for you to cast the spell to get them out through the wall at this point.
I thought what happened to like the party?
The
Or are
party
we doing-
is, like he said, he's inviting, they're going to have some of the Thieves Guild people show up. So, though they're showing up, basically, they just need noise coming from Monster Town so that people aren't like, it's quiet in there tonight. They're
All right.
planning something.
All right. So he would do pass wall for the I guess the refugees to be, and then following right after major image, and it would basically just be coming from his memory of his time in Monster Town. So just normal things you would hear.
So
over
you cast
the,
Major Image, and the roar of the crowd just erupts out of nowhere. And you hear an announcer just go, "By God, he has broken him in half! He is dead, I swear! There's no
Yeah.
way! Can the champ do it? Can he get back up?" And
We
you
get
just
that.
hear like the crowd going crazy as like sounds of a match that is just obviously not happening are just resounding off of the walls of Monster Town,
get,
being amplified by the by being this close to the wall.
Do we get the?
And I
the
can
Japanese-
maintain that as concentration, so as long as we need it, and then
Okay.
it would last like 10 rounds after I break or stop concentration. So
Okay.
whenever
So-
the champ gives the cue, I can definitely.
So yeah, you guys work diligently to sort of like get people through. You move like the smaller races through first that are obviously going to get out much quicker. Some kobolds, some like the goblins, all those sorts of people. You make sure that the larger races, as they go out, they're also helping some of the people like the elderly, the people who can't move as well. So you see orcs like scooping up sort of like the elderly shaman goblin that you saw earlier, like the hags, some of those people that won't move nearly as fast. You guys get this thing moving in a very sort of like quick and efficient manner as people are moving through the pass wall, because I can't remember how long does pass wall actually last.
It's like in the hours range.
10 hours.
Yeah, that's
probably.
what I thought. So yeah, you know you don't have like all the time in the world, but you know that like if you do this quickly and efficiently enough, you can get everyone through. So
So it'd be 10 out. It'd be an hour a level, so it'd be 10 hours. But
Yeah.
obviously there's a lot of people in Monster Town, so
So yep, you're making sure everybody's getting through. You're making sure that everybody is like getting through safely. You are doing your best to make sure that people don't trample each other in their excitement to get out and all that stuff. As people are kind of going through, you do see, like, there are some orcs and stuff that come up to you guys as all of this is going on, and they're like, well, you helped us out, which means there's one thing we gotta do. And you see they sort of like reach behind themselves and just slam down a table, slam down a bunch of mugs, and it's like, we gotta share a drink!
All right.
And so, like, as they're kind of waiting their turn, they pull out sort of their own cask and start like pouring you guys drinks. Everybody here, is like very thankful to you guys and is being very like accommodating and is like very like people are sort of like offering what little they have of what they can take with them and everything. It does take a little while, and while you guys are kind of going about this thing, you do see some of the Knox sees some familiar faces start showing up. People he has seen in some of the underground guild halls and whatnot. You know, probably some people he's even done some jobs with before. So
I give him that workman's nod. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. That. Yep. So wait, do you give him the downward nod of knowing? There's like maybe there's one or two that you're like give the upward nod. You're like,
yeah, but everybody knows they're coming. Like,
is there a thieves' can't nod potentially? That'd be kind of cool.
There probably is.
Thieves' can't can be non-verbal.
Thieves can absolutely nod. There's no thieves can't nod.
No, there could be like a.
It's like the when you like motorcyclists wave down. You know.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's like the two fingers when you're driving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ew.
Yep.
You don't want to use two fingers while you're driving.
No, that's like the most minimal wave you can do. You just kind of like raise the two fingers on the top of the wheel.
But it's like it's you're like, hey, you know, you recognize everyone. You wouldn't do it to anybody else.
But yeah, sort of like as you guys are getting everything, it like things are going rather smoothly. It seems like you guys had been to Monster Town before the champ showed up. And it seems like since he has shown up and sort of like become a leader of the people sort of a thing, things do seem to be running a little bit more smoothly than they were beforehand.
He's a good role model.
Yes. Aewen, as you are helping out with things, making sure that, you know, everybody is kind of lined up and knows when their turn to go is, you feel a tug on your breeches from behind. Actually, probably like on the hem of your shirt.
Ah, oh, hey.
You see a tiny little kobold. He's like, Miss Aewen?
Yes?
I was, we can't take this. We don't have room to take this with us. So I want to give this to you. And he hands you a, what looks like a handmade, luchador mask that it looks like, was made possibly by his parents.
Oh, this is great. Hey, you know what? I've got the perfect wrestler name. You want to hear it? I've been coming up with it.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm the Copperhead.
I did. Okay, but what's the gimmick?
It's a snake, and my hair's the color. Well, that ruined.
Yeah, but you gotta get over with the fans. How you gonna get over with the fans like that?
I'm gonna be a heel.
What's your 5-year marketing plan?
Oh, I just came up
attendance
with the
dates.
name. Oh no!
Damn it.
I don't know this. I don't know this good at
Wait,
all.
don't
You're gonna be a star, kid.
What's the cinematic universe gonna be for
Uh,
your character?
Hey, I think your parents are calling
Carrot
you. This
Top.
is very nice. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Carrot Top.
It was just like looking at the mask. She goes, "Geez, the GM has it harder than I thought."
How are you gonna fit all your hair in that mask? It's gonna look like you got a big lump on your head.
You
Well,
quite
no,
a bit of hair.
No, she's gonna have like the back cut out for her hair.
It's
there
a
you go.
luchador mask. They tie in the back most of the time. So as long as you like leave
Put it in
space
ponytail.
for your ponytail, yeah, you should be able to. But
I mean,
yes,
There's the masked wrestler from Street Fighter. She's got twin tails.
that is true.
Well, Rainbow.
The great Carrot Top.
Yes, Rainbow
He
Mika.
has risen in the luchador world.
Her hair's the
Yeah.
color of copper, not orange.
Yeah, see? Kid knows. You can't just choose an identity all willy-nilly.
It's
Got to get over with the fans.
Her hair is literally the color of metallic copper. That's all she had thought about leading up to that point. She didn't know there was more to this.
Robo Lobo. Because
She was like, "Man, this kid's gonna love this." And the kid like grilled her about over with the fans.
Oh man,
what's
you
our
have not
5-year
talked to
marketing.
wrestling fans before, huh?
I've talked to Levi. That's the long and short of it, Shane. And I don't like. I
know we've-
Thomas. The
And all we've gotten out of that is I
character
swerve when I
doesn't
drive. So
I don't like wrestling. He's determined to get me to like wrestling, and I don't like it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, see, he's trying to get you over.
Wait, Levi likes wrestling? Did I hear
Oh
that
yeah,
right?
Levi's big into wrestling.
Really? Since when? Since forever? Really? Or like?
No, I think a friend got him into wrestling.
Okay.
He's been into wrestling for a while. He'll
Like-
tell me about it every once in a while. I'll be like,
like
"Yeah,
years.
that sounds
you think?
really cool, but man, I don't know that I have the time to sit and watch wrestling.
He won't shut up about Joe Hendry.
I don't even know who that is." But
if
yes,
you get on the top rope, you should say you're the elf on the shelf, and then jump on him.
He's not an elf.
I
Though.
like that.
He's not an elf though.
I've always thought a good tag team would be. I don't know why this has never been a thing. You get like someone super tiny, like Rey Mysterio sized, and then someone huge like the Big Show, and then have their gimmick be he just fucking like the big dude just tosses the other guy at their opponents like the fucking
Like the
fastball
fastball special.
Yeah.
Take my friend. What? Ah!
Just one of them could pretend to be a shuriken.
Yeah, just throw him at them and have the dude just do a drop kick mid throw. But anyways, yes. So you guys, over the course of like a few hours, it does take a while, but you do manage to get everyone out along with their belongings. There are some giant kin there that do take a little bit of squeezing, a little bit of like actually, kind of forcing through a little bit. Yeah, you gotta.
The castery.
I was gonna say, yeah, you do have to like go into some of the houses and see some of like the cooking items they left behind. You grab some lard and some olive oil, and you just kind of coat them down, and you're like, we're making this happen.
They could be like Turkish oil wrestler people.
1, 2,
like
3, shove.
what is it? Hakan from Street Fighter. I
Yes.
think that's his thing. That's
But-
crazy.
Yes, they do eventually get through. And after as you kind of have a job well done, you guys are able to kind of like relax for a while. You did bring some casks. It looks like the Thieves Guild has also brought some casks with you, with them as well. So yeah, you guys have probably like one evening left to kind of relax and hang out for a little bit. Is there anything that you guys like You know that it's go time coming up sometime soon.
Hanging
Don't know when.
out.
We have like a prep or drunk montage, and then a drinking
I just want to
montage,
know if
followed
there's
by
anything
prep
you guys want to
montage.
do, or like right before go time.
I don't think so. I think we
Okay.
did everything
Well,
I could think of.
Could I take
eventually during the
Sheila
evening-
out to dinner?
Eventually during the evening, Guard Captain Prescott does show up. He's, you know,
Are we blowing up the monster quarter to try to disrupt the summoning circle? Did we decide on that?
I only got one fireball prepped, so that'll have to be you, I think,
Well, that would-
largely.
We don't have
Hell,
quite enough
or-
firepower for that, and then we wouldn't even have enough.
And then we'd have nothing.
Ammo for the
I think
fight.
we've.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Well,
kinda-
what the fuck has Kraus been doing this whole time?
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be kind of like quite the twist. I love the idea of disrupting the magic circle. It turns out like Kraft was like keen on it like months before any of us were, you know,
Turns out-
going all crazy.
No,
Turns
Kraus
out
just likes making gunpowder, so
Turns out Crass, in his pursuit of the biggest boom, managed to split an atom.
He ran out of room. He ran out of room for all his gunpowder and explosives, and he just happened upon an old maintenance tunnel that is the circle around. No,
Crass does
crazy.
seem like the kind of guy to accidentally set off the demon core.
Oh, absolutely. So you guys party a little bit. I think even though you're sort of partying a little bit, you're drinking with everybody, there's a feeling of apprehension that that sort of hovers over the party. You know that something is coming up. You don't know exactly when it's going to be. But you know tomorrow is going to bring something. And you're about as ready for it as you can be. You guys do manage to get one more long rest in. Prescott does make sure that everybody is up and awake early in the morning. It's early, as you guys wake early in the morning, it is somewhat cold. In that way that mist is kind of laying in the city streets. You see, it's not full-on fog, it's just sort of like laying over the very bottom of the city. There's not much moving within the city at this time. You see only the earliest risers are up and about, starting to do things. You see that, you know, bakers are hard at work as Prescott has kind of asked you guys to join with him to keep a watch on things, sort of on top of some of the buildings. Lets you get a good view of the rest of the city. You guys are all kind of joined up there, you know, drinking some coffee and getting ready for the day. So yeah, mist kind of going around. You see the city is mostly still asleep. You see the light from a few different buildings, especially down here in this quarter where some people are waking up for like early morning jobs or do have early morning things that they do have to tend to. You guys managed to eat breakfast. It's a rather simple affair, you know, just pulling out like some rations, and you find some food that people didn't manage to take with them, you know.
It's porridge, and it's
Yeah, essentially. porridge with like an egg cracked into it, so it cooks on top of it, sort of a thing. But as the morning goes on and as the sun peeks over the top of the wall, it's hard to describe, but you feel some kind of energy in the air. It's almost like a buzz doesn't quite convey what you feel. It's almost like a ripple.
I feel like a tree.
Disturbance in the force.
Yeah, it's almost like the space
As if
around you.
Millions of voices suddenly cried out at once.
It's the space, or it's almost like the space around you is kind of like rippling.
The hole gives you wings.
I'd say that's our cue.
It's like it's not something that you can necessarily perceive, but it feels like you know, like when you stand up too fast and you're kind of dizzy and things are kind of like going in and out and like can't really tell how far things are to you for a second there.
I've passed out from head rushes before. It sucks.
It's sort of like that. But like you know that there's nothing like that going on. It's just you feel it, sort of a deal. As this is happening, you guys are kind of watching over, like I said, over the top of over the top of some of the buildings. You can see off into the distance. All of a sudden, like it's been there the entire time. It starts out as sort of a silhouette, and then like a silhouette against the light, and just sort of details keep filling in more and more. You see in the middle of the castle this tall spire just begin to come into, like I said, you see the silhouette of it first, and then more and more details just sort of seem to filter in.
Do we suddenly start hearing Mirage from the Beastie Boys?
It takes a few minutes, but eventually it does look like this thing has finally landed. Isn't quite the word, because like it was never in a different space to begin with. Like the space it was in just happened to move, which is kind of to a different space. Yeah, thinking about like pocket dimensions and weird sort of fourth dimensional stuff it gets kind of weird. But
Yeah.
Spatial manipulation can be tricky to handle.
as this thing finally roots itself back into reality. Ew, I feel as this thing cements itself into reality.
Oh, there goes gravity.
You watch and
Joking aside, there would be like if something that massive suddenly popped in, there would be some sort of
you do hear
reaction.
Yeah, well, you do hear like voices from the city. Like you can hear, as people sort of like cry out, even, you've heard like crowds sort of like freak out before, that sort of thing. You do hear some of that coming from the rest of the city. There's not a whole lot of people that are awake right now. So, like I said, there's not a whole lot of people that are awake right now. There's more than there were when this first started, but as this thing takes root in reality, you feel something different start to come off of it. Like this wave of cold. You can almost watch it go over the city.
Aewen just goes, "Ah, for fuck's sake."
It had to be cold, didn't it?
Would Habs have time to cast Defending Bone? Or is this I don't,
yeah, you've got
I'm not
plenty of
sure.
time. Like, this is taking a while, what's happening here. It's not all
Okay,
happening at once.
Yeah, I would probably cast Defending Bone.
Is
and
Prescott
then-
around us, Shane?
Yeah, Prescott's kind of just watching wide-eyed. I mean, you get the sense that he, like, knows about magic. He's had to deal with some magic, but never on this size or scale before.
Aewen,
Are we
like,
all
grabs
lined
his-
up a la Avenger style on the rooftop, all just staring at this?
Yeah, kinda.
Aewen grabs Prescott's shoulder and like turns him towards her, and she's like, "Hey, we had a plan. Let's get started on that. We'll head towards the tower. You do your job."
As you're saying this, the top of the tower, you hear a rumbling sound. The top of the tower blows
Yeah, it does.
into a million pieces. And rising from it, you see a dark figure
Oh God!
slowly rise up. And even this far from the castle, you can hear this cackling sound. Almost like it is forcing itself into your brain. This
Oh, it's Sheila.
Oh right, the lich.
and it rises and rises and rises until it is like looking down on the entirety of the city.
You know,
I think we got it wrong.
I almost
Shortly
forgot about
after
her.
that,
Oh, maybe not.
from within the tower, a blinding light flashes, and a pillar of just blinding positive energy shoots out, and the rest of the tower falls apart around it. And the lich flying overhead, you hear almost imperceptible in the allotted time that it has, the cackle turn to a scream before it is immediately silenced.
Well, that's one problem solved.
As that happens, you see this wave of magic energy ripple out from the center, and beneath you, you see glowing green the outlines of these runes showing through the cobblestone streets of the city. I need everyone to make me a fortitude save.
Or else become a tree.
Should we switch it to the map so
Sick.
people can see the rolls?
Let's do it.
I immediately rolled an
Oh
8.
shit!
Well, you know what? We should be...
Well,
Use
Wait,
my
wait.
4-leaf.
Flip that back.
Oh man, I
No, it's
go poison
fine.
ivy mode.
someone forgot to do that.
Oh my goodness. I want to use. I have like a whole bunch of
Cameron, get in here.
inspiration. Can I?
Sawyer, why
use-
did you privately roll your dice?
I don't know.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
use an inspiration?
Yeah,
Is
if you'd like.
Is your
Yeah.
drop down menu on public roll?
Oh my God!
No, it was on private.
This will be fun to edit
that's-
because now
that's
I
why.
have to
Team wipe.
add all that background music in.
Okay.
Man.
Right.
Slow.
Uh-oh.
So,
I think fortitude I should be able to handle. 29.
did fine. Everybody passes.
Even Aewen?
It's just you feel sort of like a tiny blip of something.
It's probably one of those things where we're gonna have to roll fortitude saves every so often with a increasing
Right.
DC.
Yeah, roll better than a 1. I rolled a 2. You did
I'm glad I got a fortuitous character here.
it. Fortitudinous.
Yes.
Shane, I didn't want to interrupt you, but you were just like, this ghostly figure rises from this tower, and suddenly from below, and my brain just went, it's Luigi with a vacuum cleaner.
So you yeah, you notice that this wave sort of goes out. This is the first time that you're actually seeing the effects of the spell. Anybody who wants to can make me a spellcraft save to try and get, or a spellcraft check to try and get some insight into how this thing works.
Habs.
10 for Bernie.
Oh, that's good.
So
Habhab,
Habhab,
yeah.
yes.
Alabaster.
Probably get this daily bread.
Does not have spellcraft.
So Habs, this is you are very good at spellcraft. This is not your bread and butter as far as your magical forte goes. You do
Magic, baby.
you do sort of get the idea that these runes and everything else are sort of like here to extend and like push out the effects of this spell, and that it is something, like you guys said, that is going to continue on and is going to get more intense as the spell continues.
It's a magical resonance chamber. Holy shit. Full metal alchemist.
Old metal alchemy.
Thank you.
So
Buttons on a snowman.
you
See
do
how long
hear,
that lasts.
now that like the tower has shown up in the center of the castle and has full on exploded, you do hear the rest of the city waking up in a panic. You hear like screams coming from everywhere. As you start to hear this, what do you guys do?
Is Prescott still, like, stunned?
Oh, you know what? We should be on this.
Whee!
Prescott is, I think now that like everything has happened, he's like, ugh, yeah. Yeah, we have to do the thing. Yes.
Good. I was about to slap you. Get to it.
Champ, you see the champ jump up and he's like, this is what we were waiting for. I'm going down there. That's where we're going, boys. If
Hey,
we
champ.
can see it, we can put it in a headlock.
You want to go fight a
Where's
guy
the
about a
tree? Do we see the tree?
You
Or
do
the
see
prince?
the tree.
Do we
It
see the
is
prince
hard to
too?
see, but yes, you see the tree coming out unaffected amidst the ruins.
Now
Is
that's
the
on our
prince
plane, can
visible?
we teleport to it?
Give me
Can we travel via planes?
Perception or
You know that magic. This is their characters already know this. That it's
give
gonna be
me
very
a
unpredictable and difficult to get it to work.
so give me, actually, you know what? Actually, anyone who I want Habhabs and Sem to give me one more.
How hard would it be?
spellcraft check?
For Sem to teleport to that tree, a tree she can see.
Sem's too distraught.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm gonna spend an inspiration point since I have so many anyway. We're using.
Okay,
Uh,
I think I
you've been
have.
saving those things up.
well, it's like I don't do attack rolls with this character, and you know, so that's usually what I use them for in most with most characters. So,
Oh no.
well,
I do
I will
still
let you
have
spend
2
one more if you want
inspiration.
to.
I don't have any inspiration.
Let's do it. Okay.
You still mine up.
That's a holdover from
Is that what you're
games
Yeah.
looking
past.
for? Okay.
Like 8 inspiration points.
So as you see the tree, and as you felt this wave of power go over the city, Habs, I think you recognize something about those ripples that were happening before everything showed up.
Kind of like the weave, or I don't know if Pathfinder has a weave or something like.
Well,
it.
the tree is now back within the city, back within like the city, in the physical, the prime material plane.
Uh-huh.
And you have visited places that have had a tree just like this. And one of the things that you remember happening
An oak.
when you got close to these trees that were connected to the first world was that time and space begin to sort of warp and shape in different ways. Remember, you spent only a couple of days within the forest, but 2 weeks had gone by the time you guys had gotten back.
Yeah, I remember.
So you think it could possibly be safe to teleport, but the longer the distance you go, the more likely there is for... Because part of teleportation is that you have to calculate where you're going in space. You think if you can see, if it's teleport, where you're teleporting to like a place that you can see that's relatively close, probably not going to be that big of a deal. There's not a lot to like calculate as far as that goes. But like teleporting a group sort of a thing is a much different thing. That's why there's sort of a failure chance that you have to get all of the math right and all that.
So I would relay as much as plainly as I could. Different teleportation magics could get us there faster, but there is greater risk. There are distortions with our world right now, and they can affect our magic too.
And Sem, do you want to use your
One of the two that I have left.
well, you can use your reroll for the night if you want. You can use your hero point.
Yeah, we'll try again with the regular
Okay.
hero point.
Hero.
Better than a
Actually,
one.
you I'm just realizing this probably wouldn't be a spellcraft check for you. This would be more of a knowledge
Nature?
check. Give me a nature. Give me a nature check.
Take the free one.
He needs you to
That's
know
better.
something.
No, actually, I was calling for a spellcraft check because that's what I had Habhab do earlier. But for Sem, this actually would be more of a knowledge nature check.
Good
So-
spell check. You got it. No, I'm kidding.
Sem, one of the things that you see as you are looking at what's going on here, the roots have kind of gone everywhere, and now that the tree itself is in the physical space, it's not just the roots that are part of the city, like doing their own thing. This is now one solid, essentially, plant entity. And because of how, like, integrated this whole thing has become into the city, it is entirely possible that were you to try and travel via plants,
Oh.
this
I
whole
see where
thing
you're
is
going.
sort of like one plant entity it's like those forests where it's like
Transport
one
via
tree
plant.
that has like grown up and like sort of like one tree that's grown up into
God.
like different trees, but they're all part of the same root system.
That
It's
one
a poplar
aspen
tree.
forest.
Yeah, essentially.
They're genetically the exact same. That they are. So I have technically 4 of them in my yard, but it's actually just one tree.
Yes. So you think that you still could do it, but
I mean,
like
I can blink around.
because it's
now.
kind of all the same plant, you could end up in like basically anywhere inside of the city at this point.
Transport via plant.
So even the big tree in our backyard is the same type of tree.
Yeah, essentially because
That's
this
cool.
this whole thing has just wormed its way into everything.
Now you can just go anywhere. You just fall into the ground, and then you come back up somewhere else.
Habs does have teleport prepped, but he only has one of them, so and there's the distortions, so unless
How
you-
far away are
Yeah.
we from this?
You guys are
We
out
just started
towards the
hoofing
wall.
it.
You guys are at Monster Town right now. So I would say you're like back here.
Oh,
I say we
is
get
it
moving.
like is that a couple miles or I guess we never really talked about how big the city is.
I know we'd have to
Yeah,
run through
the city,
panicking people.
like when you guys have
That
had
too,
to go to the
that too,
castle,
yeah.
does
Good
take probably
Quite a
like
Oh, you know what would have been a really cool set piece?
what's that?
If the dragon airship came swooping in and like picked us up and dropped us off over there.
Heh.
That would have been cool. Anyway,
um,
Oh, yeah, El's in the castle. I hope he's all right.
so
I do have one sending prepped as well, so we could talk with him.
I could also just. We could also. I've got the shell phone. We could just call. Actually,
who's that
I should do
connected
that.
to? I forget. That's connected to Teresa,
Teresa.
right?
Yes, actually, Aewen.
Oh, I don't.
I think Aewen is gonna place a call to Teresa.
I don't have sending prepped actually. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I don't think we need it at this point anyway.
Right.
So what kind of message would you like to send to Teresa?
oh my god, did you see that tower? Yeah, me too.
Whisper 25 words into shell.
What's that?
Aewen's going to say, Teresa, now is the time to believe us. The fight for the city is
going on
the
over
fight for
Oh,
the
sorry.
tree. Or is the fight at the tree. Please help.
So you send that message, and the moment you send it, like the spell has just gone out, and you don't even have time to think before the return message has come. It just says, "You are responsible for this. I am going to fix what's happening. Do not come here if you want to live."
Aewen tucks the phone back into her bag and she goes, "Well, guys, Teresa's got it. Let's get out of here." No, I'm joking. Let's go.
So you guys head off. You guys start heading through Monster Town. You are making your way. So you make your way down to the streets and start making your way into the
Actually, more like making our way
town
uptown.
proper.
Making our way uptown. People scream. There's a big tree out in the city, yeah. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo.
It's still open though.
So,
Oh, guys, we're fine. The Waffle House is still open. We're chill.
And
I'd probably have the potion of shield in my hand, ready to go.
gotcha. Okay.
I mean, normally he would have just like I would have like stipulated like, oh yeah, he just drinks it when like the courtyard's in sight. But with the distortions and time, like that doesn't. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, it could be hours away. It could be, you know. So you'll just have it in hand, ready to go.
For some reason, the way you were describing the like waves of energy coming off this wall, made me realize Dominance Front.
Eminence front.
It's a good song.
And all right. So you guys start heading down the road here, making your way towards the center of the city.
Does anyone else want the other potion of shield that I have? It gives you a +4 shield bonus, and then it also negates magic missile.
As you are moving, you are flanked on either side by both Prescott and the champ.
I love these tokens. These are great. I've never actually seen their pictures. Oh, that's so great.
I do remember Prescott, but that was like...
Oh, I should have made like a better token for, or like a final battle token or something. You know how like whenever in an anime there's like the final battle.
Yeah,
everyone,
I mean, you still got time,
their,
man.
the most kick-ass clothes, you know?
Yeah.
Or armor.
I just got like a bald head and that's it.
Aewen's is, I made one for Aewen.
Oh, the champ! End of the belt's visible. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh.
Yeah, I actually made this AI token, and it is the best.
Loco crocodile.
Crocodile.
The champ when I grow up.
Does he have a bite attack?
He does.
Oh, yeah.
Does have a bite attack.
What's the
course
champ's
he
name
does.
out of costume?
Steve.
That's great.
Yeah,
Steven.
Steve
Yeah.
Sobek.
So back. All right, yeah, because Lizard Drink and Steve Irwin.
This is a really nice map. Wow.
So, you guys
Too bad we gotta
start
get out of here.
heading
Means he gets some
through the
Man, the smart thing
through
would have been
the
to be near the
town.
castle, but no. Shane was like, "Hey, you gotta be in the monster quarter to make it grow."
Well, you know what? Sometimes it's good to have,
A party.
have like an adventure and stuff.
Is that what we're here for?
Yeah.
I thought we were here to roll rocks and get mad at Shane.
I mean that too.
We're here to
Teleport.
do math and get sad and stuff.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Teleport, chop off his head, go back to drinking. Let's do this.
I got you there too, Thomas. I got you there too.
Thank you, David. Oh, that
All
was
Is
right.
this
Off
the
of
town
Aaron's.
square?
No,
Or is this still Monster
Town.
Town?
Monster Quarter.
Oh, this map's awesome. I'm glad we stayed in Monster Town.
In the club, we all fam.
So, as you guys are moving through Monster Town, you know for a fact that it is empty. As you guys are moving through, go ahead and give
from
me
the thievery
a
boys.
perception check.
Like a little tumbleweed
God!
blowing in front of us.
Aaron, you gotta roll better, man.
Perception. That's
Aewen
my
can see for miles. Holy crap!
16. I got to roll from a cat.
Miles.
Yep. That's what we got.
Aewen's the most
I'm
used
just-
to this environment.
I'm distracted by all the verdant, the growth. It's fun to look at.
Habhab
Wasn't
collects
there before.
fungus and spores.
Hold up, Aewen's
Well,
just
various moles and spores.
Aewen's just
It'd be
Kate
cool to look
Bishop
at all this
Hawkeye.
stuff. Yeah.
Right.
It'd be cool to look at all this new growth.
That's a really high perception check. Damn.
Yes.
Aewen.
So Aewen,
I could see Lyndon from
You-
here.
are
Hawkeye.
a hunter. You've
She's just got very good at keeping an eye out in her surroundings at all times, just in case her parents are about to ambush her with something.
yes. You are very used to being in the forests and like knowing when things are around. You know, like you don't know exactly where it's coming from, but you're like, there's something out there,
It's quiet.
which is
too quiet.
not something that is comforting, especially because
There's not supposed to be anything out there.
yes,
Man, we have to fight a mid boss.
Knox just shits himself and goes invisible. Moment's
Why not?
notice.
Who just died.
What reason do I have to not go invisible?
Yeah, I do
I have
it.
every advantage being invisible.
Aewen accidentally puts an arrow in your ass.
Yeah, I suppose. Glitter dust in my eyes.
Ah!
Surprise! I just ruined the use of your, what is it, 30,000 gold or something ring? I know it's up there.
20,000.
Oh, it's only 20,000. Okay.
Only
Yeah.
20,000. It rendered
Oh.
him completely without liquid assets.
And he also had to borrow from the Bank of Sem.
Right.
Yeah.
Does he still owe the Bank of Sem?
Probably
Send
not.
Fargo.
The
I know it
fish
doesn't
liquor
really
made her
matter at this
forget.
point.
The fish
Oh.
liquor wiped her memory of all my debts.
At any rate, we should probably get moving.
She never got the fish liquor, actually.
Nope.
Oh, and no one else wanted the other potion of shield, right? I guess you.
I mean-
And right before we go, you.
I'd be interested. I don't know
Okay.
what I have for a shield bonus.
Sam has some pretty awesome survivability at this point,
I have no shield bonus.
especially
Also,
with that
zero.
new mushroom.
It also
And my
negates
AC is not
magic
high.
missile.
So
Yeah,
Aaron.
so you can take the other potion of shield then.
that'd be awesome. Thanks.
Aaron, while the tower is exploding and all that shit, Knox handed you the fish liquor flask. Instead, it looks like you need a drink.
Oh, great.
There you go. Well, we're just
Need the
staring
first-
straight at it. Like, I don't ever
Need-
look away from it. I just put it on your chest.
What's the DC on that fish liquor, Shane?
405.
it's pretty high. The thing is basically poison. I would say 20 would do
You're
it.
basically immune to poison, right?
Yeah.
You can punch the swing set if you want to.
Sam is immune to the poisonous effects, not the alcohol effects. So
Her liver's
Alcohol
alive, but
effects
she can still
are
be drunk.
poison effects.
He gets the mind
quite.
altering part, not the hangover part.
Not quite, because I mean, alcohol is just a relaxant. The poisonous part is the damage to your liver as it tries to filter it out.
That is true.
And fish liquor is 60% absinthe.
it's 100% fish. That's how we said it.
I mean, that's all they got there. I
Very
get drunk on
excited
something.
about his
Hey.
fish liquor.
Don't scratch that.
Imagine the spotted spoon and sugar with fish liquor.
The thing
Like
is,
that.
it
Just
translates
like
to
a weird
other fish.
combination.
This asshole's just been using tilapia the whole time when he could have been using salmon.
Oh no, he's
What a
got a
dick.
microbrew called Sockeye.
All right. Well,
Gin
I guess
Sakai?
this is the part we have epic walk to the final fight, eh?
Keep your eyes open.
All right, hold up.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna just go ahead and pause
Wait a
real quick. There's some stuff that I need to prepare while we're doing stuff.
He's like,
So
shit, I didn't
lasso.
prepare my spells, guys. Sleep for 8 hours, please.
I've been lassoed. Oh, Shane, look at
No,
the
there's a
time.
whole ass gimmick.
Holy crap, there's a whole ass.
What if this guy forgot to refresh his spells before he fights us and he's only got
Someone-
2 spells?
Just someone forgot to bring their donkey. Holy crap, it's a whole ass.
Like, let's be honest, what level spell was making the Wizard's Tower come back?
Judge Tower.
That's a spell slot.
I'd say it's more of a ritual he had prepared for a while.
Shut up.
No.
Get rid of a spell slot.
Well, there's things that can have charges.
I
you
want
can
to box
cast from
this
items.
wizard.
It was a legendary. It was a legendary action.
You can cast spells from items that have charges, like your wand. I think there's different people have a couple different wands in the party.
I can
things like that.
I can cast spells from charges. The only thing is, the only item that I have that's a magical item is a piece of plastic I keep in my wallet. The only charge it has is called poverty.
Have a spooky mask.
Yeah, it's got poverty
Alright.
casted at level 9, and that's a continuous effect.
I cast Cash App. You have to pay me now.
You cast poverty on me, and
So,
then the motherfucker cast
As
permanent.
you guys begin to start moving,
We cast poverty on ourselves, I guess, when we buy.
That son of a bitch casted poverty and impermanence. Ah!
Why would you do that to someone?
Really got Thomas with that one.
You've been condemned to poor.
You cast poverty and then permanent.
I love that. That's great. No, it's the way you said it. It was right there with the old Dracula meme where it's I dropped my phone into a McDonald's Sprite, and that motherfucker started charging. Motherfucker cast permanence.
It's just such a high level spell.
It's just
Why me?
and permanence is just a fuck you spell combo.
Well, permanence is expensive anyways.
It was from a scroll.
I don't think you could do a scroll of permanence.
It's just the Elder Scroll.
He had to have it specially made.
I wasn't listening close enough to know what we were casting permanence on.
Poverty.
Cast poverty, and cast permanence.
Oh no.
That's what they did in Monster
It's the
Town.
Elder
Turns out
Scroll.
the royal family.
Every
Oh,
time
the
his
family did
paycheck
that.
comes in, just like a bunch of it just fades away.
Oh
Some
man,
of the
it turns
digits
out the Elder
disappear.
Scroll is just a scroll of blindness.
At
All
least it
right.
wasn't destitute.
So, yes, as you guys start moving through town, what exactly are you doing?
Rolling perception
we're
checks every step.
Keeping my
We're
eyes
still in
open.
Monster Town, right? I just want to, yeah.
Fuck!
Yes.
You rolled a 30 with a 9. That's no this.
Hey, Anzo, can you shoot a
Probably wouldn't be
sonar arrow?
standing out in the open.
Yeah.
I'd probably be like going from building to building.
Okay, what buildings do you want to go through?
Well, no, not in the buildings, but like.
Your mom.
He's doing like
Oh,
sneaking.
buddy.
It's like
Well,
hanging
not
out
necessarily
in the
sneaking,
eaves.
but just something in the event that we need cover or something. I'd rather just have like a rock or a barrel in front of me instead of tumbleweed or whatever's on the streets now.
Fair enough.
Whoops.
So it would just be I don't know. I'd be
do
skirting the
that.
outsides of the building. You know.
All right. As you guys move up,
The bone icon is the defending bone that I cast earlier.
Yep,
at
that's what I
last
figured.
10 hours.
Did you add that buff to your sheet? Like, did you activate it?
Sam.
It's not
what?
active.
Oh, there is one.
Yep.
I can put that on.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be 40. It would.
I'll
be
get rid of.
20 technically, I think. 'Cause you're
No,
moving.
I have a feat. So,
Have that bone animation
What's the
flying around your head too. When you do that.
Yeah, I
Uh,
forgot all about that. It's been so long since I've used
see if I
it.
can
I
find
love
Super
it.
stealth.
There, you're not dead now.
Is it-
Yeah,
oh
on the
my
curve.
God.
No.
Okay, it's like a feat tree.
Oh, I like that status effect. It looks like he had a little poison.
I am 20, or I am whatever ranks in
Stealth skill.
health
unlock?
check penalties for moving quickly are halved, including the ability to unlock
Okay,
moving full speed and reaching concealment.
so, Sem, as you're moving up, you do hear some movement. It seems like there is someone moving around in this building over here.
It would be a 54 actually. So.
Someone.
Someone or someones.
Something in the building.
I think,
Oh, the
I think I'll cast Guardian Mode also.
So I'm just gonna
that's
tell
a
Knox to
cantrip.
check it out because he's stealthy.
So I think as long as you're moving, it is still 20. You just don't take a further penalty for moving full speed, I think is what that one does.
Does Sam have a last name here?
No.
Well, then I moved
It'd be-
just a little
it'd be
bit
whatever
slower.
Sylvan's last name is, but
I want her last name to be Flower, so I can call her Semolina.
What building?
This building over here.
Okay. I'm gonna look through the wall.
yes.
Do I
with
stay
gloves
in
of
there?
reconnaissance.
Oh.
Is that at will or is that like once a day type thing?
It's an amount of time per day.
Okay, there's
So
one.
you go up to the wall and you take a look. It does not take you long to see 4 creatures inside.
What the fuck is that?
Hey, how'd you get a picture of me out of the pool?
Going about
Me after the swim.
Oh my. Oh wow.
This is the monster quarter. They might be friendly.
and you can also hear, right?
I can also hear. Yes.
Their nipples are pierced.
You could give me
Hot.
a knowledge. Well, I don't know if you have the skill for it. Actually, I don't think that you have the knowledge skill to identify these.
like their
things.
aberrations or whatever. Yeah.
You hear them
They
just
might
kind of like
be.
they're like going through things like this. Obviously used to be a bar. So they're kind of like going through the drinks and like.
They know what's up.
I can't shrug at you guys because you can't see me.
He does shrug anyway, and then remembers.
Right. Once per day for up to a minute. Oh, so I guess it is a once per day thing. Okay.
It says it doesn't take you long, so maybe you used 6 seconds of it.
Okay. So I don't know. There's some creatures in there. I wouldn't know what they are at all, right?
Nope, you wouldn't know.
Would I know that they're not like monster quarter people though?
You would definitely know that. Yes.
Considering we
Okay.
just saw all of them.
So are
Like,
they
would-
monster quarter people?
No. There's some kind of creature though. I've never seen it before. I don't know what it is.
Are they worth
I
us
just-
in favor of-
time?
I describe it in color that I cannot see as a player. I
So
just-
you describe they're kind of bluish, horned, sort of squat.
Bluish gray.
Okay. That's not a friendly color for someone who's colorblind.
We get it. You can't.
There's
see
so
don't
many
know what they
creatures
are.
that are that color.
Yeah, I
So
just
many
sort of.
creatures.
A lot of people
Yeah.
identify things that way though, so it's like hard for me sometimes. To go, I don't know. I don't fucking know what color it was.
Yeah,
That's what you-
colors used all the time. Stone golems, everything.
It's Walmart Tupperware blue.
Jeez, Saw, we get it. You have a debilitating issue that affects your daily life.
Okay. So it looks like you guys are just kind of moving through normally.
I don't see any reason to fight
Well,
them.
I would stealth if Knox told us about the creatures.
Well,
If that's
with
an option.
Bernie being where he is at the moment.
Bernie, why are you where you are?
Why are you always where you
have
are,
some-
Bernie?
Well, we got Mrohy's kind of loud, and some other people wearing.
Well, Bernie is
Larger.
way up there, and there does happen to be a window.
Why are
I'm kind
you
of in a
hard?
hurry, you know.
Come on.
A lot of bullshit up ahead there. Yeah, I also
Why
am
are
really
you-
low on perception, so that's
are you
why
the way
I'm
you
here.
are?
There's some goblins getting drunk in there.
Yeah, I don't give two shits about them. Let's just keep going.
So you do,
I think we're
as
supposed to have
Bernie, as
many
you're
small
walking
fights.
by, you do see one of these things. It's kind of like pulling up like plates and sort of like licking scraps off of it, and then just throwing it at the wall.
Oh, well, I was gonna say it's helping, but not anymore.
Sounds like
You
a-
see it like as you're walking by, turn to you, and it
Cordyceps.
says something in
English.
Dark speech.
Oh.
Slovakian.
Dutch Korean.
Well, the
Dutch
opposite
Korean.
of Darks.
It says something in. Does anyone here speak Chthonian?
Yes.
No.
Definitely not a choice of languages I've ever done.
My second cousin was a Chthonian.
Speak Celestial and
I don't-
Goblin.
Celestial, Elvish, and Common.
Well, one of these things busts out of the front. Anybody who has knowledge of
Bust.
planes can make.
Oh, I think I have that.
You said local?
Habs knows all about aircraft.
Oh no, I remember. I
You're
didn't
not
take
great
it
at
'cause I
planes.
wanted. Yeah, I didn't take it so I could take ventriloquism.
He's more of a train guy.
You don't know exactly what this thing is.
Not into
Alabaster
automobiles.
rolled a 16 on knowledge of planes.
Ooh.
Got two
So
ranks in it.
Alabaster. Alabaster doesn't know exactly what this thing is, but he can smell what it is from a mile away. Whatever this thing is demonic. This is not something that belongs within the walls of this city.
This ain't your
Yet
daddy's
here it
goblin.
is.
Some demonic
And with that,
terrorism.
we'll end for the evening. I do believe Aaron has to end here, but has
Alright.
to go. But I think that's a
Yeah,
good
sure.
time to end the session.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds good to me.
We hear the doors slam open to the sound of, and Alabaster goes, well, that's not supposed to.
I think as soon as this thing pops out, like Alabaster immediately does that thing that cats do, where they just fluff up, like his hair
Yeah.
goes in like straight up, and his tail poofs out. Just like-
Yeah.
we just hear him go, kill it, kill it, kill it.
Thank you for joining us this evening. If in fact you did, if you're watching this later on the YouTube, thank you for joining us there. I hope everyone out there is doing fantastic.
And if you never watched this
Come true.
episode,
Also,
anyone who-
like and subscribe.
anyone who hasn't seen this
Bye-bye.
episode,
See
we don't
ya.
like you. But if you